I tried this process many times. I know it is difficult. However, I haven't found any other way to somehow clarify this point. Whenever your hands are together or apart, keep your hands apart a little bit. You know you can bring your hands together. It is not a mistake. You have done it, but try again. Not only today when you are by yourself, I would request you try even that time. You are somewhere in your body, you know that you are functioning as an individual located somewhere in your body where you decide that your hands could meet each other. Your goal is to bring these hands together. My question is this: ask yourself, where am I located in my brain, in my heart, in my eyes, in my nose, in my... wherever, somewhere you must be in your body. Since you experience your pleasure and pain through your body in your waking state, so where are you located in your body? From where you are giving certain signals. Dear hands are my whatever, my faithful hands, keep on moving together and embrace each other. Don't think it is difficult only for you, only because you have not met Einstein, so you think he must be knowing the answer. Even if Einstein will ask this question to himself, how my hands move and meet each other, what answer he can come with? What answer Krishna will come with?
There is no answer.
If you could only catch somehow, to the extent you can be convinced that when you start locating yourself anywhere in the body, first you cannot locate. And if you are able to locate, okay, I am in my brain, I am in my chest, what am I doing there? That my hands start moving towards each other. Impossible. The reason is, you, whatever you, this individual doer is, when you start questioning this question, all energy which will be later on used to bring your hands together is used in processing this question. You will keep on processing. Because there is no one as a solid doer. That is why your ego is a ghost. My ego is only a ghost. It only seems to be there, but it is not there. Those of us who realize it, only this much, that this I or this sense of ego is only a ghost. It is like my reflection in the mirror. It is there and it is not there. It only feels like that. I am moving my hands. How I move my hands? God knows how I move my hands. I know I can move my hand and I can take them apart. So, when you examine again and again, how many times should you examine this question? Unless and until it becomes clear to you that you are not the doer, period. Same teaching has been shared by all the mystics. I remember these beautiful words of Lord Krishna. Prakriteih krimanani gunaih karmani sarvashah ahankar vimudhatma karta hamiti manyate. All actions are performed by the attributes of nature. When Sattva-gun is dominant in your being, then you will be more peaceful, loving and forgiving. When Rajogun is more dominant in your personality, then you will be aggressive and you will be more egotistical and try to convince others of your viewpoint, whatever your viewpoint is. And if Tamogun is more dominant in your system, you will be a victim of your inertia, laziness, compulsiveness, slothfulness. Ask yourself. First you have to catch that how these energy change in you. How the same person that you consider is Shantanand or Ramesh Bhai or anyone or Elise, how do you end up sometimes being loving, peaceful and forgiving, sometimes very arrogant and aggressive, and sometimes very slothful and lazy. Because these gunas keep on changing. Like sometimes there is sunlight in the morning when sun rises, then there is evening and there is dark night. You only experience these changes in your body and mind. You are not the cause of these changes. Once you realize it as deeply as anyone could realize, you are not the cause of your actions. You will know your body as long as you are alive will keep on doing one thing or the other. But it is not because of you. You means your individual ego system is not responsible for it. It is only your memory bank that works mechanically. And we don't take credit and blame for this mechanicalness. We take credit and blame. Our ego comes only for those actions that we feel. It is me who made this decision. It is me who wrote this book. It is me who is speaking. If I would know I have no power to speak, then what kind of arrogance I can have about any words that are spoken through this mouth? And once you realize this fact, then what will be your worry and anxiety? Your worry and anxiety is to the extent you believe you are a doer, and if you don't do, then it will not get done. If you won't do, it won't get done. You don't know you are bound to do. You think as if your doing depends on you, as if blood runs for you when blood takes your order. Breathing keeps on breathing or going on doing its job because it takes order from you. It is a mechanical process. Breeze is blowing, rivers are flowing, stars are twinkling, life is going on. It was going on before you showed up here, I showed up here, and it will continue like that.